Alrighty. Some don't starve during year of the clockwork. We're gonna do a new map. It's a seeded one, well, kind of seeded one. We searched for this seed and we picked the good seed because we're gonna do a mega base, and I'm not doing a mega base on a seed I don't know. So we have this one. The copy is just for backup purposes. Let's see. Yes, this all looks right. This stuff looks right because we have all the fun stuff always turned on, except for Hollow Knights, just because. Oh my gosh, there's just way too much candy everywhere. You can't trade with the Pig King if that stuff is on. If you could burn the stuff, it'd be nice, but you can't. All the rest of this stuff should be at default, except for some stuff in the world generation. Oh, no fire, no wildfires. Just no wildfires. I don't want my whole base burning down. Not happening. Still going to be building it with the whole principle of using Flingomatics, but I'm not burning down my base. Never branches, always loops. We have a fairy ring world. And then I believe the beehives are set to more. And I think that's it. And we have the caves. Caves are pretty default. Branches always, loops never. We do not have a fairy ring caves. It'd be kind of interesting to do that, though, at some point in the future. Not now, obviously. Oh, and more rabbit hutches. Mods. Let's see here. For mods, we're going to be using the Beefalo widget. None of this stuff, the Beefalo stuff's just overpowered. Epic health bar, as always. Item values and tooltips, positions, health info. Insight gives a lot of information. Perhaps too much information. Thermal stone durability, because I don't want to bother with the thermal stone durability as this person, like, yeah, like, seriously, why would you nerf that? Agreed. Quick drop and revive Beefalo, just because I feel like you should be able to revive your Beefalo, and with this you can do it with a Telltale Heart or a life-giving amulet, which is not exactly expensive, but it's not cheap either. So yeah. And we are going to be playing as the ultimate character, Winona. The best survivor to not starve. Mostly because she's really, really good for mega base building and solo play. Because she can kind of... She doesn't really have a weak point like a lot of the other survivors do. And she's got a lot of... She's just strong. If I could, I would do a playthrough where I played Maxwell and someone else played Winona. But oh well. It's because Winona's really good. But Maxwell is more my theme. But Maxwell doesn't have, like, the quality of life stuff that Winona has. So, if you're doing a rush, Maxwell's perfectly fine. But when you're bothering with things like staying alive and just chilling at your base and building and doing things at night, Winona's better. Just hands down better. However, once I have built all the quality of life stuff as Winona, I might switch. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know. Now, this particular map is a fairy ring world, and it has the majority of the ocean stuff in the center. Oh, whoops, not that one. Yes. Oh, yes, of course. I don't have any of that stuff. But I do have some other things. Oh, yes, I usually do this one on Winona. That's not bad. Get some frost gloves. Do a winter theme. Looks like I'm gonna have to clean up my my stuff. I haven't gone through this in a while. Interesting. Oh, there it is. Maybe. Ooh, I like that actually. No, we'll just do it that one. Okay. Now, skill tree. This is the default, like, Winona skill tree that's best. Um, and you basically run this until you kill the Celestial Champion. At which point you shuffle things around a little bit so you get access to these three. But we're just doing the Infinite Roses, the wormhole teleporting. That's just extra. Like, I probably won't ever use that. This is required for some of the low-level gear stuff. And then, and then you got the battery stuff. You don't need this one, the fire rate, because the targeting system is faster than the fire rate. Manually triggering the targeting is better than increased fire rate. And attacking things yourself while the fire rate's increased. You don't care about that one. This one's nice, but again, it's all completely irrelevant by the targeting one. Now, this is the spawn location. Oh, come on. There we go. And as you can see, it's close to a river at the top. We don't care about that. What we care about is stuff a little bit more to the south. Because we're going to be building our base down to the south. And there is... I'll leave those flowers in case I ever need to come back for easy butterflies. This stuff will get looted, though. Now, unfortunately, the only downside to this map is that it's not a Juicy Berry world. I prefer Juicy Berry worlds, personally. They're just... Juicy Berry bushes are just great. And if you don't have a Juicy Berry world, you're stuck doing a survivor swap where you have to deal with, oh, what's his name? Wormwood. You need a wormwood to get a lot of Juicy Berry bushes. So we're gonna have to make do with these normal berry bushes, which unfortunately is a pain to gather. It's much better when you have Maxwell. I really am disappointed that this is not a Juicy Berry world. Unfortunately, trying to find a good map that's a fairy ring world, which has the following stipulations: the ocean event monuments on the inside of the fairy ring, and in this case, the only one that's on the outside of the fairy ring is Crab King. Crab King is outside the ring, which is quite unfortunate. But we've already spent 8 hours sifting through seas trying to find this, and because you need those three things inside the ring, and then you need Monkey Island, Pearls Island, and the Lunar Islands inside the fairy ring, and then if you can get the Ancient Sanctum entrance and the Frost Jaw inside, that's great too. Everything else is gravy. But once you get that stuff on the inside, it's... And then you have to kind of look at base positioning. Now, if you notice, there's a cave entrance here. And this cave entrance and this portal are important because the positioning of where all this stuff is located matters for my mega base design. Like if you're playing a normal world, so like just a free one, none of that stuff matters. Like if you're just playing to play, it doesn't matter. But I want to build something big. And if you notice that this wormhole is directly in line with this portal, they're on the same axis, which is amazing. So if I position my base around this wormhole, then I'll have a road. My base will be a 3x3 diamond, 9 total cores. And it puts this thing right here on a road, and the road ends like right here. And then I can build a little mini pyramid up here at the top. That's like the year of the Beefalo stuff and year of the Clockwork Knight and all of that stuff. So it'll be a little extra thing up there at the top where the portal is. But what's most important is that this area right here is where the base is going to go. But we are collecting items. Now, we need to find the edge, because I don't remember which direction the fairy ring goes. I'm pretty sure it actually rotates around the top. But we need to find Beefalo. And I don't remember where the Beefalo are located, unfortunately. Okay, yeah. So we have to go up north. Oh, that's nice. I can put a whole like rabbit farm over here on the right side. That's good. I mean, it's not exactly amazing, especially since I don't have Maxwell. If you had Maxwell makes resource grinding amazing. Like for early game resource grinding, Maxwell is the best. For mid game base building, Winona is the best. For boss fights, it's kind of a mix, honestly. Winona's really strong in some fights, and Maxwell's really strong in some fights. Together, they are unstoppable. But I don't think I actually need that now that I think about it. We can yoink that now. And that will make certain things easier. But anyways, in order to get the beefalos, we need bells, and we do need a tamed beefalo. We'll be making a rider beefalo, because rider beefalos do not require you to feed them during battle. And this is why Winona is one of the best. That flower. That is essentially a life-giving amulet, but it's also more than that. It's also a teleporter, because it will teleport me back to the portal. Which is actually quite nice. Now that I think about it, I kind of need to... I'm going to need to rearrange this. I lost all my preferences, unfortunately. Makes me rather disappointed. Honestly? Oh no. Does this mean I lost all my scrapbooks too? I lost my scrapbooks! Oh no. That sucks. I had to clear, what is it called? I had to clear up, okay, there's no reason to go this way. I had to clear up a lot of memory space on my computer, and I was wiping out cloud storage stuff, and I must have deleted all of my don't starve settings. I lost all of my character setups, which means that's no big deal. I just have to give them new outfits again. And oh, that's gold. Oh, lovely. We always like being inside of a forest the first night. It's very optimal, because we can do that. Probably won't destroy that yet, because I don't have enough inventory space. Which, speaking of, yeah, that was unfortunate. I messed that up slightly. I think Chester's located over here somewhere. There we go. And then I'll come back through and get that charcoal later. Okay, so we got some free clockwork stuff up here. That's good. Just 2 nights. All right. Oh, that's good. That's Beefalo area. But at the same time, I don't oh, the pig village. Nice. We like the pig village. I will loot that later. So we found the beefalo habitat. This is probably where I'm going to set up my first base while I collect certain base necessities. Right now, I need gold. So we're essentially just running in a giant circle until we reach a gold biome. I'll need some logs too. Ah, a rook. Oh, that's a backpack. Don't do that. There we go. Cool. Still chasing, huh? I'm gonna say that's unusual. Normally they give up by now. Alright, so we can pick up some wood and some gold here. And then we can go back and get our beefalos. And also probably go back and get Chester as well. Now, I should actually find a bait. I'm gonna explore this area by the pigs to see if there's a wormhole in this area. I doubt it, but if there is, I can significantly use that to my advantage. But early game, we need rocks, silk, twigs, trees, berry bushes, just all of those wonderful things. If I find the thing, I might try some of that new Clockwork Knight stuff. That might be interesting. Good. But there's a few things I need. I need a crock pot. It's unfortunate there's no crock pot nearby here that I know of. There's a lot of beefalo in this savanna biome, so that's good. I'll have to keep in mind that. But anyways, we need a saddle, which is gonna like require an alchemy engine and all the rest of that nonsense. It is unfortunate there is no teleporter or wormhole in the Pig King village. Or I guess I should say Pig Village. This isn't the Pig King area. But still. No. that's easy to make. We're gonna need the razor. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna prototype that yet. Yeah, because I need to make the alchemy engine, but I need a lot more resources before I can do that. Ooh! Not something I'll ever use, but that's cool. Alright, I don't want to roam too far because I have to stay in this. Okay, we'll rather get oh, yes. Normally you don't just pick up all flowers on a map. That's a bad habit. But I'm alone in this world, so it doesn't matter. And also I could use the flowers for rot. So. Oh, okay. I have to rechange my key bindings. Because that is not what I meant to do. Like, at all. Alright, so I've got one there. And there should be a few over here. Yes. Cool. I can't pick that up yet. Oh yeah, that's right. We don't actually carry razors around with us because we only use them on beefaloes. So. Perfect. We need to find Sir Reginald. So who shall be Sir Reginald? I don't want to grab this beefalo, but I might. May have to grab one of the ones I shaved. Yeah, unfortunate. Oh well, that doesn't really matter. That doesn't affect the taming process so long as you shave them before the taming. See, I don't want to grab that single one because I want that single one to make another beefalo herd. So, we're not going to interfere with that one. Instead, we'll just grab one of these. Okay, so Reginald, we need to get our hands now on a large quantity of basic resources. And then head back to base so that we can start taming this guy. I'm so annoyed that my scrapbook got lost. Oh no. This is why gold tools are superior. They don't break as often. I officially do not have enough resources now to continue, or not enough resources. I do not have enough space to continue, but I do need wood. So, yeah, we're gonna have to. Oh, I do need some twigs. All right, so I have to leave some stuff behind. Obviously, we leave that, and I'll just leave that. I don't want to, but I don't have a choice. Okay. And give me the axe. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Now, I don't remember how much the alchemy engine needed. 4. Oh, I can't even make another. Oh, wait, I can make another axe, but if I do that, I won't be able to make a torch. There we go. Pick up the gold. Gold is extremely useful. I'm also going to need to get my hands on some pig skin. The most important thing, however, is the alchemy engine and a crock pot and twigs. I do need twigs. So the twigs will let me make the Twiggy Pie. The Twiggy Pie is useful for taming your beefalo. 3 Twiggy Pies per day. 2 is best if you can manage it. Like if you can successfully manage feeding the Twiggy Pies and such in order that... Oh, I need a net. However, I don't believe a net requires a science machine. That's unfortunate. Oh, I gotta remember to stop doing that. I have to change my force attack button. Ooh, hello. I can use that. It's not worth making another torch. Yep, there you go. Move quickly, please. There we go. Follow me, please. Where's your other pig brother in this area? No. Come on. Where's another one? I know they're around here somewhere. There. Come along. I require your assistance. Do I not have an axe? I do not have an axe. Now, if I remember correctly, the burnt out area... somewhere over here. There it is. Incidentally, if you're curious, the number of pigs is between 4 and 6 that you ideally want. Because if you have 6 pigs, you will spend 100% of your time picking up the things that they drop. You can only pick up stuff so fast. And the 6 pigs are more than capable of decimating an entire forest. Four is adequate, but it's not amazing. So it's just like... if you have 4 of them, like, you can kind of pick up all the stuff and you won't have to chop. There won't be stuff for you to not pick up. But, there's still the slight downside of the fact that once evening comes, you're just finished. But if you have 6 of them, well, once evening comes, you're still picking up items. All the way up to the next day. So, that's why I say 6. Same mentality with Maxwell's minions. Normally his minions do this stuff. But unfortunately, there's no helpers when it comes to the other things that Maxwell's minions can do. So that still makes Maxwell best. Maxwell's minions also pick up items. That's what's one of the really nice things. you do that, buddy. I'm gonna go try and find your buddy over here and pick up all the stuff that your buddy has chopped down. Oh, that's interesting. Ah, so the pig spawned a tree guard, as you can see, by cutting down the trees. And the tree guard killed him. That time too. Oh, that's a pig butt. I need that. Drop that for a second. Just get that off the ground. And also, just do that, because I need these. Alright, we need to find Chester. Okay, so he should, there we go, down and to the left. And you know what? I will leave the axe behind, because an axe is cheaper than a hammer. That tier 2 spider nest is going to have to be killed once it hits 3. Most assuredly. Okay, all of these spider nests might have to be wiped out as well. Chester's eye bone, where are you? Oh, there's a swamp area. Yep, there it is. And there's Chester. Lovely Chester. And just like that, our inventory is massively freed up. However, before we go back to base, we are going to loot those pig houses so that I don't need to loot the pig houses again or come back up to this area again for a little bit. I'll need to, because I will need to get rid of these spider nests. North, yes. Don't worry, we'll make a pig colony at some point. The pigs will not go extinct. Ow. Come on. There we go. No. Very bad. Wait, what? Oh, that's unfortunate. Apparently I dropped the silk. Oh, that's because I used the silk. Duh. I used the silk for, other things. Yes, I'll do that. Don't need that. Okay. Cool. I have 27 of that. I have enough to get started. We can now return to base. The location that will be our base. We'll have to waste a little bit of stone and wood on a science engine, because I didn't make the alchemy engine when I was by the science engine. But that's okay. I should also, you know what? I should spend some time to do this. Interesting. Okay, so there's something wrong with... There's something wrong with my keybinds. That's annoying. That's weird. I didn't know if you had a weapon, you auto-attack Chester. Well, that's why we have the auto-attack on Beefalo turned off, so accidents like that doesn't happen. Honestly, that's the kind of stuff that makes taming Beefalo incredibly toxic. Alright, we have arrived at our base location. Now, there's a few things we need to know here. There's a few things we need to know here. Pitchfork. Oh, okay, so I have to place the science machine. We're gonna put because this is a space, this is the road right here. I'll use that to mark it for now. I'm not gonna keep this, so. Chester, come a little closer, please. That is unfortunately, I'm not gonna have enough to build a saddle. Oh, I also gotta get the Winona's, I gotta get that thing up and running as well at some point. Okay, okay, where's the pitchfork? There's the pitchfork. Now, here's the deal. This right here is part of the base. Because this is the road. Which means that if this is the road, these four corners represent the core. So 1, 2, 3, this is the center. Because we have 1, 2, 3, and then we have a four corner. Now, we're going to head this way, right along this line. And we should reach right at the base of the ocean. Yes, excellent. As you can see, I have mapped this out ahead of time. Now, that's the center. Which means... I need that. This goes... Because this right here is where the Plingomatic goes. That's where the alchemy engine goes. Nice. We now have an alchemy engine placed. Excellent. Chester. You. I'm so glad there's no consequences for attacking Chester. There we go. Chester, come up here, please. There we go. Uh, 12. No. Yes. And then 20? I think that's 9 plus 3, 6, 9, 12. That's not enough. We need one more. Come. Move. Thank you. One of the most important things is setting up a base early. Otherwise, you end up with a disorganized mess. Another important thing is getting the beefalo stuff up and running. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on. There we go. Boop, place, and right there on the corner. Perfect. Beefalo! One of the... Oh, I don't have any sticks. I dropped my sticks. Okay. There we go. And just like that, our beefalo is now taming himself. Could take a while, unfortunately. But the beefalo is taming. We shall drop that stuff there. Where's Chester? Chester. Oh, lovely. There we go. There we go. And now, if I remember correctly, and I usually do, because I've done this a lot, this particular base a lot, that goes there. And now, for the storage. Okay, storage is kind of weird because, like, there are a couple different ways to do storage. I don't need to bother with that, actually. That can go away. I don't care. One of them being, I just basically fill this up with a whole bunch of storage and then just fix it later if I need to. Which is probably what I'm going to do, honestly. I kind of need, I need storage, so this is how it's going to happen. Actually, yeah, we can do it that way. There we go. Okay. I now have the basics for storage. And now I can dump all of these items and then come back and pick up the stuff I need. The great, come on, there it goes. The great emptying of inventory. Okay. If I don't store that, that could get stolen. Oh wait, actually I do want to use that. Okay, so now that we've done that and we've marked this as the center, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna need to make some more of those. Hmm. See how he's doing that thing right there, where he just like walks up to me and does like a blah, blah, blah. That's him asking for food. So that's how you know when you need to feed the beefalo. Now that I've fed him too, he shouldn't actually be asking me for any food. Because you don't want to overfeed your beefalos. See, he didn't do it. Because he's basically over 3/4 full. Ah, so he's less than 3/4 full. Okay. But I don't want to do it because I just fed him, so I don't want to overfeed him. And if I feed him 3 of these things, I might overfeed him. Because these things are worth 75 hunger, if I remember correctly. That's what the Insight mod is useful for. That mod I said shows too much stuff. It teaches you all of that stuff, but once you've learned it, it is a massive crutch. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, and a poke. 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 Now, here's what's nice about this. Notice that this right here is a double. This is where a road is. And this road is going to run horizontally straight down this way, and it doesn't intersect with this. Because if I move this road up to intersect with this, it would cause problems. But 1, 2, 3, and a poke. That's what's perfect about this, is that if I can put a Flingomatic somewhere around here, and it will be mostly perfect, but not completely. But still, that's fine. What's most important is that this, when I plant trees around to trap that moose goose, there's going to be a road, and that road's going to run all the way like this. And notice, it intersects perfectly with this sinkhole. That was what convinced me to keep this seed. Was when I saw that positioning, I'm like, oh, okay, I can make that work. Like, I know that there's no Crab King inside of the area, which is sad, but honestly, it doesn't matter because of that. Now, I need to get my hands on 3 more cooked, 3 more steamed twigs, so that I can have an expedition tomorrow. That's the goal. And the expedition needs to find gold. I need a rather significant amount. I'm gonna have to waste a berry for this, but oh well. leave that behind. I don't see any fireflies nearby, unfortunately. Firefly. Nice. Two fireflies. Excellent. Oh! Oh, thank goodness that didn't light. That would have been very unfortunate if that had lit. Alrighty. Now you. Are you open? You're open. Good. Okay. Give me that. Because I actually do have to catch some fireflies. I'm thinking I do need to catch some seeds, but I'll leave one seed behind. It's fine. Get rid of that. Alright. Okay. Alright, cool. Let us find twigs. And gold. Oh, I should have brought my hammer too. Okay, so that's a desert biome. It's unfortunate. There's gonna be no things there. Oh, lovely. I didn't bring flint with me because I left it back at base. I'm gonna have to go back at some point. That's annoying. As you can see, well, I do know that this seed is good for building. I don't have it memorized, so. Ah, there we go. The hounds. I should have made a log suit. I'll need to remember to do that so that I can prototype one. Alright, so basically we've run out of resources because we don't have a flint. That's irritating. I have to go back and get flint. I hate it when I waste my time like that. A flint, my hammer. Oh, hey, look, I got flint. Okay. Oh! Rope. That's useful. Oh, whoops. Alright. Okay, so I have some flint, I have that, I have that. I don't need to carry that with me. Oh man, it's not highlighting where the chests are located. That's okay though. I'll be able to fix that later. Um, yeah. Well, I'm here, so might as well get some more of these. Okay. Cool. Alright, let's go. Back on expedition. This time I don't think I need to leave anything behind. There. And I don't have enough for that yet, but that's fine. Oh, a log suit. Give me... Just in case. Now that I think about it, actually. Give me... a football helm. These things are actually really good, so I don't have to carry this now. Nice! And now we have armor. Okay. Cool. Alright, so that is the initial, like, part of the base done. Is the bones are complete. We have the initial part of it mapped out. Now we're just collecting resources, basically, for the rest of autumn. It's the goal, anyways. We are on day 7. Ah, that needs to be killed. 6, 12, 18. I have the capacity to kill it. Okay. Okay. Now, we're not actually going to kill it until... Now, this is one of the reasons why Winona is one of the best at Don't Starving, because she doesn't care. Oh, whoops. Alright, come on. Time to de-aggro everything, because it's almost daytime. Alright. Now, it's because she doesn't care about the darkness. Like, yes, as a new player, you'll have to finish her skill tree. But once you finish the skill tree, that's kind of it. Like, she just doesn't care. Wait, don't do that, don't do that. Oh wait, actually it doesn't matter, he's already out and about. Alright. And that's gonna... Good news is those things will kill him, and then they'll go back to their little hut. Good. Now they're back in their hut. 1, 2, and 3. And this is why you do traps, because you do not want to have to face a whole bunch of warrior spiders. And traps do not trigger the warrior spiders. And then you come up here, and you take these traps, and you put them in a triangle formation. Grab your trusty axe, and start attacking. And notice that that trap got triggered. That's because a warrior spider spawned, and then the trap was triggered. Now, these things right here, when they hit level 3, they get like a 2-hour timer, and then they'll become a spider queen. And once they're a spider queen, you're just not killing them. You're just not killing them. It's just there's just no reason to. It's way too much work, too much risk. Like, ever since they introduced the nurse spiders into this deal, it's been almost impossible. However, the good news is I now have a spider egg thingamajig, so I can now get rid of nests that are inconvenient. Any nest that is next to another nest is inconvenient. You only want one spider nest at a time. Unless you're doing mass farming, and you know how to do the mass farming. Otherwise, just get rid of them. This one I'm getting rid of because it's too close to my because it's too close to what is it called? My base. Too close to the wormhole. This is more of a precaution than anything else, because these ones... Oh, look at that. Come on. There we go. I don't usually like doing this, because you lose a lot of durability. It's a waste of flint. But once you're killing these things, just kill it. Be done with it. They're annoying. There we go. Now then, I no longer have any use for these traps, so I shall leave them here. Excellent. Alright. Let's go along. Ah, excellent. Once again, we don't have flint. Is there a rock nearby? There's a rock here. Excellent. There's some flint. We spent a little too much time in this forest, so we're lacking food. But this is living logs, and living logs are useful. You specifically need them for your magic stuff, so you always chop down the first tree you find. And that's 3. Gold. Ah, the meteor field. Excellent. Okay, you. I want you to store that stuff. Because I'm not going to be using it or adding to it for a while. Oh, I'm glad I did that one. That is a tall bird. You don't mess with those things. They are annoying little shits. Case in point. Fortunately, there's a lot of spiders there, so those spiders should win that fight, actually. That thing might aggro on me. Yep, there he is. However, I got the gold, so that's all that mattered. The Killer Bee field is located right there. That's nice. Move quickly, move quickly. Oh, good. We found a teleport location. Outstanding. We can now go back to base anytime we want. And this area has food because it's a meadows biome. Oh, okay, well. Ignition! Use a little health, actually. Wasn't fast enough. I'm gonna need to actually grab some flowers here because my sanity is dropping a little low. That's a tier 3 nest. I don't know if I want to invest the time in taking that out. Made it just in time. I don't have a lot of resources. And I'm also kind of starving. So probably not the best bet to be taking that thing out. But at the same time, if you leave spider nests alone, they become queens. And that is absolutely tedious, annoying, and infuriating. So could probably do it with just 2. Alright, I will. I'll take that thing out. If this was later on in the game, I would not be taking this out. No, not that. That. Okay. There we go. Okay. Good. Excellent. There's always at least one spider warrior that's stored inside these things. Sometimes the spider warrior will regenerate while you're beating this thing down, but for the most part, it's fine. The important thing is we got rid of that before it turned into a queen. We got some silk. Silk's always nice. Okay. 63%. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't think I can carry it, though. Yeah, carrying it's going to be tricky. What do we want to leave behind? Nothing. That's enough. Alright, we have enough now for our fancy beefalo hat, or saddle. That was the objective of this expedition. The expedition is a success. An inconvenient one, but a success. Now, this is what's nice. Now, normally when you go through this, you're going to arrive at a different wormhole because they're paired. However, what are we leaving behind? That pickaxe. I can pick which wormhole I want to go to as part of when known as thing. Hence the reason why we build this on a wormhole. One of many reasons why we build on a wormhole. And we've arrived. Now then, first up, I'm going to need some stuff. I'm going to need this. Oh, that's interesting. Where's my pig butts? Are they all? Did I? Huh. That's weird. I could have sworn I had more than just 8. Like, I picked them up for other purposes, and weird. Very weird. Whatever. Doesn't matter, because I now have my beefalo saddle. How many 6 do I have? I have enough. Okay. I do still need... Oh, good. I have enough. Oh, wait. No, I don't. I'll need 1 more gold, because I need to make a fashion goggles as well. Okay. That takes care of that. Okay. Go away. No! Honestly. You know what that reminds me? I'm just gonna do this now, so I don't forget. Stand there. There we go. This way, we will now have, I should cook those first. Oh well. This way we now have, what is it called? I can't remember. A firefly next to the campfire. I'll always be able to light the campfire on fire. There we go. Okay, so I have all the stuff I need. And you know what? I really, really could use some logs. So let's take advantage of that. You! If that is going to be indicative of what we have to deal with as a beefalo as a bunch of beefalo right there. That's going to be annoying because that was 50%. That was slightly above 50% obedience. My goodness. We're at 16% tamed. This is going to be tedious. But at least now we have a massive speed upgrade in terms of walking places. So that's a plus. This means that hopefully by the end of winter, we should have a tamed beefalo. Now, you don't normally give them twigs or grass, because if you do so, it doesn't really contribute to their hunger very much, like at all. It's a massive waste, honestly. When beefalos are hungry, the obedience meter drops fast. Like right now, you can see it ticking down from 58 to 50, whatever. But I don't have enough food right now to be feeding him twigs, which means that right now what we're doing is we're not getting our taming points by having him fed. We're getting our taming points by having riding him. And since I'm here, I should rummage these things. Hence the reason why we have the attack thingamajig turned off, because my goodness, if you did not have the attack thing turned off, it is extremely likely you'll accidentally attack your beefalo. No potatoes, I'm actually slightly surprised. There's a new lance weapon I wish we could use. It doesn't really matter which you use. Now, if the beefalo's obedience is above 50%, he won't throw the saddle. The fact that he threw the saddle earlier was just very, very unlucky, because he was probably at like 45% or something like that. Now, the reason why we're doing this is we need scrap for some of Winona's little gadgets later on. And this is the best way to get it. Ooh, we got gears. That's nice. I can make a... could make a refrigerator now. All right, that's enough. See, we're at 57. We were at 47 before I gave him that stick. How annoying. Where are we going again? Oh yes, we're going up here. We're to collect all this food. And also some flowers, hopefully. Yes, actually. That will give me some sanity. Wow, I cannot believe I wasted my entire hammer on that. Oh well. See, we gotta tame the beefalo. It's like 5% per day. So 20 days total, which you've got 20 days in each season. So taking into account the fact that you're going to fail some days in autumn and you're also not going to be hyper optimal. And you also don't have the brush in the other game. If you can get the beefalo fully teamed before the end of winter, you're looking really good. Like really good. Alright, so we've raided the food supplies. This beefalo is not cooperating. It's fine though, because I'm probably going to lose the saddle anyways. We got a big plan for tomorrow. There we go. We're back up to max. Now, next up, I need to find that. There it is. There we are. There we go. I now have that. Okay, you. I want... Where'd he go? There he is. Store that. Store that. Store that. We'll store that too. For now, we'll do that. Okay. You. Follow. Now, I already grabbed those two down there, and they got killed, and it hasn't been 3 days, so... You. We have 3 now. Alright, where are we going? Right here. Oh, I don't want them fighting that tree guard, so we're gonna come over here, actually. Oh, hello. Thank you. Four pigs. Get to work. probably make a shovel here in a moment. Alright. Oh, they're fighting the tree guard now. Lovely, I lost my workforce. Well, at least I got a little bit of wood. Alright, I gotta organize my inventory a little bit here. It was unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. Got too many axes in my inventory for sure. I'm gonna have to take some time and fully organize this here in a moment. And also, we're gonna have to go back to base, because it's time to make some more of those twiggy things. Although I never got my hands on more gold. And since I'm over here, I'm actually gonna do a little bit more exploration. Excellent. 3, 4, 5, 6. And that will get his obedience up. I never picked up the saddle. Oh, it's day 11. Oh no. This is the day when Chester spawns. Or not Chester, the day when the Pig Kings. Or, Glommer. Yeah, Glommer. That's the word, the phrase. It's the day when Glommer's around. And I cannot find my saddle. Ugh. I think I just wasted all those twigs. Okay, where was my saddle? Where was my saddle? Like, I started collecting stuff. Was it? Oh, it was down by the scrapyard, right? Yeah, I left it down by the scrapyard. Because I'm not gonna be able to travel. I mean, I can teleport here, but Pig King's usually like right over here. There's no way I'm gonna be able to make it in time. Much less find the Glommer statue. Oh, that's unfortunate. Okay. Is it not here? Ah, this is infuriating. Um, cause yeah, I was hammering stuff, and then this thing dropped. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. Cool. Oh. I can now make meatballs. That's good. That'll give my guys some good food. Oh, hello. I have time. I don't have the net. And I don't have the resources to make the net. Oh, I must have put the net inside Chester. I'm going to be annoyed if the net is inside Chester. Not like majorly annoyed, but mildly. There we go. That'll stop his obedience from crashing and cratering through the floor. So it should be mildly useful. Yes, 63. Actually, yes. That should actually create a good meal right there. Meatballs, excellent. I'm not keeping that there, but for now, just leave that there. Put that there. As you can see, my storage system has already fallen apart. Fallen apart's more of a vague term, though. Okay. Alright, we have a little bit of food. Okay. Alright, cool. We're now ready to go on another expedition. Ish. Okay. Now we should be ready. Alright, I would like to actually have um uh where is the ice box? There it is. 2 gold. That's so annoying. Probably gonna have to get rid of that. And also give me... Ah, we need 4. Okay. So much gold. So many things to build. So much gold. We need 2 of those and 1 of those, and that require... And the fashion goggles require gold. Put that right in the center. Excellent. Okay, now do that. Entire reason I did all that. Alright, oh, hey, look at that. That's a rabbit. Now, grab that. Alright, we have everything we need. We need gold as our primary resource. A couple things we can do to get it. This area is not... There's not a lot of gold in that area. I can continue exploring over here. And explore around. Or I can come back... I can take that portal. Yeah, I'll go up there. And then just explore that. That'll work. There it is. Cool. And I'm gonna need a shovel. You know what? Go ahead and take that too. Because I'm gonna be busy for a little bit and I don't want you to lose your obedience. Every time he throws that saddle, it loses durability. I have no desire to have to make another saddle. Usually you do, though. It's fully normal to have to make 2 saddles when taming a beefalo. Especially when you're not rocking insight like I am right now anyways. Because I don't know what his obedience is without using the beefalo widget. Technically, you're not supposed to know any of that information. Just got to kind of guess it. This is the less glamorous part of base building. All of these things that you have to collect. Interesting. Teamwork did not go well for Fairy. Normally, Don't Starve set up so that you would use a tent. When you use a tent, you heal and regen sanity, but it costs you hunger. Like a lot of hunger. So, by not sleeping, you essentially save on hunger costs. But you don't get any sanity regen or health regen. over the course of a day. So, oh, that's interesting. That means he needs to be fed. There we go. 26%. We are 1/4 of the way there. 8 days left, so it took us 12 days to get 25%. Normally, that's not great, but it's okay. Now, the goal is simple. We are collecting as many of these so that once winter comes around, we're going to plant everything. We got 8 days left of autumn, so once that counter hits 6 days, we're going back to base, and we're planting, and we're base building, and we're basically just feeding our friendly beefalo here until we're finished planting, which means I'm going to need at least 12 berries. Meteorite field. Oh, it's time to bank some stuff in Chester. Now, the reason why 6 days is because 6 days is what is required, or 4 days is what's required for. Oh man, that's annoying. There we go. I got my sanity almost up to full. 4 days is what's required for. Oh, run, 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 run. Where's a wormhole? Wormhole. There's a wormhole. Okay, when your beefalo gets into battle like that, you need a wormhole as soon as possible, because he will not leave that combat. He will fight till he dies. Which is why you want one of the combat saddles as fast as possible. Now you take the wormhole like that, so that your beefalo gets out of combat. That is unfortunate because that changes my plans. Not really. I'm not really gonna bother with, actually no. It will change my plans. We will continue exploring to the right. Now, oh, hello. This is actually important because you actually need bone shards for like later on in winter to build the umbrella. And if you don't die, like I don't, then you're gonna need to find the bone shards, usually inside of this area. There's a few other things that need bone shards too. But, so it's always good to get your hands on a few bone shards. This is the triple Mactus biome. You can recognize it by the savanna connecting into the meadows, connecting into this forest. And it's also got these like little berry bushes here. So we should see some Mactus camps. There's one. I also know that we've also seen a lot of meadow biomes lately. And there's only so many different types of biomes in this game. There's only so many shards, I guess you could call it. Each one of these things is an island or a biome shard. And like this is one, this is one, this is one, this is one, and this is one, and this is one. But and they don't, like for example, Mactusks camps, they only spawn in the yes. I don't know how this is going to work, but... Okay, well... There we go. Unfortunate. I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping for a different mask. That is... I'm a little disappointed. Oh, that's good. That's a rocky biome. Yes, rocky biome. This means that this biome is going to have... Oh, no, this is part of the This is the Mactusk area. Yeah, Mactusk area does also have this little, like... It's not big, but it will suit my needs. So, that's all that matters, right? We'll go ahead and store this stuff in here for now. What's your obedience at? 54. Okay, so you are rapidly dropping, which means he's already burned through that twiggy thing that I gave him earlier. Okay, I'm not actually going to mine this stuff yet, because I am going to light that tree on fire when the darkness comes, so I'll mine this rock first. Once you know how far... Oh, I got the dogs coming in. That's not optimal. Once you know how far the tree, the firelight radius is, you can safely light trees on fire. And just know that only that tree will burn. Like, that tree's not going to light on fire. And once you've lit a tree on fire, you have plenty of light to work at night. Playbill. Normally I wouldn't light that tree on fire with this little light night left, but the hounds are coming, so... Good. Good thing I chose to check that. Prickly stagehand. I don't even know what that is. Huh. Okay. Kind of a waste, but at the same time not. When they take damage, they lose their obedience. 81, that's good. We have 14 gold. I now have enough gold. Outstanding. I've also got enough pig butts to make a backup saddle. I do not have enough twigs yet, but I can plant some twigs, and that will get me enough to get through winter. Sometimes I feel like I should just adopt a more chill play style. But that's just not me. I feel like I must be going, rushing, go, 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 always. Alrighty, where are we at? That's the stagehand. We found 2 of the Mactus camps. Oh, whoops. There we go. That's part of the swamp. Excellent. Okay, so swamp protocols. Swamp is dangerous. You don't go into the swamp unless you're prepared. But it's relatively easy to be prepared to go into the swamp. I don't think I have anything else left to really dump, so cool. I want to get my hands on that stuff. Now, a cookbook. One does need a cookbook. Now, we basically don't leave the back of this beefalo while we're in the swamp. Because, not because we're in danger, but because the beefalo's in danger. If a tentacle spike shows up and starts whomping on our beefalo, if that starts whomping on our beefalo or those merms, it's a problem. But we do need reeds, so we have 1 minute of saddle time. If absolutely necessary, we can sacrifice ourselves. Because if we see that our beefalo is taking too much damage, we just dive on top of the tentacle spike. The tentacle spike will kill us. That will teleport us back to the florid poster, which will cause the beefalo to run and come back to our side, kind of like what we did with the wormhole. So long as we die before the beefalo... Oh, 17 seconds. That's not good. Alright, so we're in the middle of 48%. Oh, that's really, really not good. We're in big, big trouble right now. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Okay, cool. We almost got trapped in the swamp surrounded by merms when we had to dismount and feed that like that. That was very close. Alright, how many did we get? 12? Okay, 12's not great, but it's not bad. Oh, it's a tall bird fort. We will go back to that later. Lots of gold, but we already have 19. So we don't need to worry too much. Ah! We have found the pig biome. Oh, I don't have place to store this stuff. Okay, well, that's fine. Oh, there's another one. Random pig huts are not of any use to me. Now, there should be a wormhole in this biome. There's almost always a wormhole in the pig biome. Trick is finding it. Ugh. Alright. Now then, oh, I probably should have just made one of these. Because I have to cook. Okay. There we go. Alright. We are searching for... Come on. We're searching for a wormhole and the King. And Glommer. Six days. It's time to return to base. Oh, there's the cloth sack. That's useful. Ooh, hello. Whole bunch of... Oh, there's Glommer. And there's the Pig King. Along with the pig village. And I'm going to have to come back through here and loot all these berries. But oh, hello. That's useful to know. We're going to have to come through the pig village area in winter. Ah, there's a wormhole. Nice. Okay, cool. Where's Chester? There he is. Well, that's fine, because that was... Yeah, that had to happen, honestly. It's fine. Alright, we are returning to base. The correct orientation for the map is, I believe, this one. Alright. And now we have arrived. Now it's time to do a little bit of work. Come down here. We're going to drop off that and that. And then we're going to come up here. Winona. I need you to make this. The inspect toggles. also, I need to refine some stuff. While I still have... And this is one of the nice things about Winter's Feast, having it always on. You get to make gift wrap. And gift wrap is an amazing, cheap source of bundling wrap. Oh, oh, it was a Karat. Okay, well. Huh. I thought that would be a, bunny. Rabbit. This stuff. There we go. Get rid of all that. Interesting. This is actually the first time I've been... Wait, what? It's actually the first time I didn't instantly solve that. Bingo. Can I make this little guy? Not yet. Not even close. Okay. That should be fine, hopefully. If it's not, I'm gonna be disappointed. If that turns out to be monster lasagna, I'm gonna be quite disappointed. Ugh. Monster lasagna. That sucks. Unfortunate. Alright, what's next by way of... Ah, yes, this. Alright. Now, I don't know exactly where I'm going to put this permanently, but for now, it will do if I put it here. And just like that, I now have an infinite light source at my base. Well, not really infinite. That has a battery, but still. I am quite pleased. Alright, now, the only issue is that I'm going to need my pitchfork. And I think I put that down without actually thinking, because, whoops. Anyways, this is the center, right? So, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then we have, give me the pitchfork. There it is. 1, 2, 3. Oops. There we go. 1, 2, 3, boom. I don't want those things lighting on fire and spreading. So. probably should just do this. There we go. Anyways, these things are planted in a specific spot. There we go. Give me my spear. There we go. Okay, so this is the center, which means which means all of this is blah, 1, 2, 3. This one right here, these tiles. It would be that one because we've got this is the core 3, this is part of the core 5, and this is part of the wings. Now you plant them on an interior and not an exterior line so that you can do some stuff with walls later on. With this one, however, you do plant these on a line. There. Oh, whoops. Now the nice thing is now that I've mapped this out, I can relocate all of these particular plants, or all of these little like twig bushes that are near my base. The nice thing about twig bushes, they don't require any fertilization. And while this particular farm is not exactly endgame amazing, given how much time it takes to harvest, it is amazing with Maxwell, but anyone else, not so much. It is very, very good early game, because you need this stuff. Specifically for my beefalo, which reminds me I need to go feed my beefalo. Normally I don't like spending this much twigs, but we got our twig farm up and running a little early, so. Chester, I need all of your items. Got a rabbit. There we go. Also, how many? 5 days? Okay, it's worth it to plant all of this stuff too. But the reason why it's worth it to plant this stuff is because I actually have rot now. Not a lot of rot, but I have some. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, and voila. Okay, so we have now run out of twig bushes. Nice. And we still need more, because I had space for more. I don't have my axe on me. Interesting. Now, we have 5 days left. We don't have much time, but we have some. And that is the amazingness of Winona. I don't have to bother. It's completely hands-free auto light. It's amazing. Now, I did make a slight mistake. Well, not mistake, but it's more like compromise that I have to make. Is that I'm only going to be able to have 2 lights on at a time. Because if you set up the Winona spotlights correctly, you can have 4 spotlights on simultaneously on one person, and they will light up the entire base location. But in order to do that, with my 9x9 grid that I'm currently running, I need the center of my base to be in the center of the 9x9 grid. Unfortunately, that is not the case. So, yeah. Now, unfortunately, we do not have a beefalo horn. Those are very difficult to get, especially in the early game. And it's very rare that you do get them. Which means we need a few things. We're going to need a thermal stone. Oh, wait. There we go. Nope. And a winter hat. Yeah, sure, why not? Cool. Excellent. And I guess technically I don't need 2 right now, but I will eventually. I can just put that there for now. Yeah, inventory sucks right now. I thoroughly agree. But there's not much I can do about that. Okay, let's go plant some stuff, I guess. Now, normally these would be juicy berry bushes, but we don't have juicy berry bushes, tragically. Much to my great chagrin. Now, the juicy berry bushes are better because It is 1 character action to harvest 3 berries, and it's a fast character action, which means that in terms of the amount of time you spend harvesting berries, juicy berry bushes are shorter. However, in terms of food production, normal berry bushes are better because normal berry bushes and juicy berry bushes have the same berry per time output, essentially. It's three juicy berries for 12 days, or 1 berry for 4. But every single time you interact with one of these things, that's a chance for a gobbler to spawn. And if the gobbler spawns, that's 2 free meat. Drumsticks, specifically. Which means that this particular farm is perfect for Wigfrid. And you don't want juicy berries for Wigfrid. But you do want juicy berries if you're going to only do this harvesting once every 12 days. But if you're going to harvest once every 4 days or whatever it is, to maximize your gobbler production and your meat production, then you would definitely want a regular berry farm. Hopefully, when the world regrowth occurs, the world regrowth will start regrowing juicy berry bushes. And I can replace or make another farm off the side of just the juicy berries. Hopefully. There we go. And nothing. Okay. That takes care of a good chunk of our winter prep. Actually, no, that completes our winter prep. It's not ideal because we're essentially lacking a bunch of stuff, but it's not bad. It's not bad. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, I'll put that one there. And then I'll put, because I think I built these out of order. Yeah, the traveler's trunk usually goes down here. Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, pesky. 10, 20, 30. Yeah, that will give us 60 food. Well, it's actually closer to 16, so 45. So I'm turning 45 into 60 right there. Oh, look at that. I don't have any of those in my inventory. Okay. Oh, do I not have any? I do. There we go. Now then. There we go. Very good. I'm gonna put this. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna put the construction items in there. And then we put normal monster parts go in here. Oh, hello. I need to go fertilize some things. Three days left. Ugh, those are 4 days. Oh well. Ah, before we forget, we have some miscellaneous tasks to do. First one being lightning rod. Need one of those. Put it there. And now I need my pine cones. Also, Winona. There's another one. Nice. And I don't care about those things. Oh, I think that's enough. It is enough. Excellent. We have our little auto storage thingamajig once we want to set that up. Which is the most important part of that. Whole reason why that is relevant. Next up is, yes. Next up is probably going to be quite a bit of exploration. Which means I need to set up so that I can do the exploration. And that basically means I'm making sure I've got certain insurances. Just store those so that I don't lose them. Okay, I can store that, and now I can go take care of that business. You see, you have to do this before spring, so I'm actually already ahead of the game. But I've got some pesky moose goose territory up here. Oh, no. There we go. That's the nice thing about frogs. Gobblers do not run from frogs. Anyways. I don't have anything good. Okay. Now, I probably should have brought my axe. Now that right there is where the moose goose thing spawns. And in order to contain a moose goose, what you do is you take this, And we've got a road that's going to run right along here, so we'll just go along the inside. Right here. We'll make this an anchor point. Normally you don't do it on the inside, but you do it on the inside with trees. Whenever you want to involve stone walls. Oh. Oh, look at that. I can use it, go up there like that, and then just go down. And you just create a box. And now with that, with this, I will be able to kill the moose goose at my leisure. Probably shouldn't have done that. Oh well. The keeping roses active around your base is kind of important when you're Winona. These trees are enough to trap the goose. They don't trap the goslings, but they do trap the goose, and you can hold off on killing the goose till you've taken out the goslings. It basically makes this an extremely smooth kill. Ah, interesting. 3 days left. Yeah, that makes sense. I shouldn't take frozen damage here, but we'll see. Alright, that takes care of that. And that is the last task that must be completed before winter. I guess in a way food is a task, but because I don't have any food reserves whatsoever right now. That's okay. Ah, interesting. I want to need more twigs. One. Two. Three. Alright, he didn't fart. That's good. I might have been underfeeding him this whole time. How unfortunate. Okay. It is about time to go out on another expedition. As I have accomplished what I intended to do in this place. So, I guess we clear the inventory and we see what we got. I really feel like they changed that because I never used to do that. But something's clearly changed. Anyways. Oh, a lucky rabbit. I mean, it's not like I can buy anything from that guy, so there's no point in that. I think we're good to go. I will need that log suit for my winter expedition. At some point. Meatballs. So we no longer have any food at the base. We have a bare minimum of resources. And we can now go on an exploration expedition. What are we going to do, though? I have no idea, because other than just exploring the biomes, running around and exploring the biomes, which is not exactly a bad plan, it's just... Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll explore the biomes and collect berry bushes. Because I'm going to need food, like a lot of food, so... And then we'll collect grass as well, because I'm going to need it for my beefalo. And how are we... Oh, interesting. 57%, 49. We're at 50%, let's go! We got 2 days left of autumn and we're at 50%. We're going to make it. Excellent. Now, these types of things that are like, shall we say, close to base. Normally I leave them for winter, but I might as well just snag them. Now we just basically wait, and eventually those trees will petrify, and they'll turn into stone. And when that happens, it'll make some things easier. $118. It looks like that this area is not very good by way of reeds. Now those are useful. And there's actually a... Ow, yeah, I need to actually deal with that before they... Okay. Now, the reason why that was useful is because... what is it called? Interesting. What's his obedience at? Okay, 50%. Those things are useful because they put out fires. And having 2 emergency water balloons is very nice. Ah, interesting. Save king, huh? Okay. Um, interesting. I'm gonna need to deposit certain materials. Oh, right. I'm gonna have to leave this area before the fire spreads. Alright, so, I'm gonna have to come back to that area anyways, so just come back later. This way the fire will be put out. So that fire is actually getting a little bit out of control. And this is why a large number of spider nests can get out of hand very quickly. Mm. Yeah, that's what happens when. There we go. There we go. Come on. There we go. Awful. Onward, Sir Reginald. Now, when you're beta rating like this, you have to remember to pick up twigs and grass on your way around so that you can handle the obedience thing. The obedience tax. Filthy gobblers. Alright, so this beefalo is going to need at least 3, probably 4 pieces of obedience stuff. See how fast it's dropping? It's because he's hungry. Honestly speaking, right now, we're just kind of doing map exploration. There's no real reason to... Like, I've got some things to do during winter, which is dealing with the Mac tusks. Oh, that's very good. That's very, very good. That's very good news. means that we will see juicy berry bushes over time. It'll take time, but we will have juicy berry bushes because they are naturally spawning in the world now. It looks like I need to collect some more twigs, twig bushes. So basically what we're doing right now is killing time till winter. Because I need berry bushes, berries, food, that kind of stuff. I need to hunt the Mactusk during winter, prepare for deer clops, which is realistically just another wood farming expedition, honestly. So I can get the trees. I mean, I didn't really get lucky with the whole Clockwork Knight stuff, so. Oh, I know what I did wrong. I didn't even make I didn't make the Clockwork Knight shrine. I need to do that. Next time. Nice. And that is this biome complete. Now, I would like to... there's too many spiders. Okay, now, I would like to be over here right now. Because I can light one of these things on fire and dig up all this stuff. I should be able to make it over there. The beefaloes. Nah, I don't really need the beefalo fur. Not right now. Okay, I'm gonna light this tree right here on fire. I also have to deal with the deer. I should also probably pick up a whole bunch of marble. Any marble I see, I should grab that. right now anyways. Oh, my thermal stone might be cooling off right now. $53, nice. Oh, fire went out. I'll do that for now. There we go. Just do that. All right. Onward. Now the good news is he is a rider beefalo variant. See, when you're taming a beefalo, you get 1 point of each type of beefalo. There's 4 types. Default, which is just a balance of the 3. Rider, anytime you ride a beefalo, every like few seconds there's a tick, and if that tick goes off, then that means that it's a rider point for the rider. Anytime the beefalo is attacked or you attack, it's a point for the battle beefalo. And if you overfeed the beefalo, that's chubby beefalo. Anytime that for the amount of time that the chubby beefalo is overfed, that's a point for the chubby beefalo. You want either a rider beefalo or a battle beefalo. The rider beefalo is really nice because it has a fixed value of 95% obedience, which is important because that's what you need to have obedience above 50 to mount the beefalo. Unfortunately, the battle beefalo, and this is the single biggest downside to the battle beefalo, is that his resting obedience is at 45, which means that in order to mount the battle beefalo, you have to feed him first. If you're in combat and you get thrown from the beefalo's back, and you have to feed the beefalo before you can ride it, there's a high chance that the beefalo will get into a fight with someone, and then you can't feed it, and then you can't mount it. And if you can't override the feeding or the fighting timer to get the feeding off, then you still have to mount it, which is the problem. So there's 2 actions essentially required. One of them can be overridden with one of the battle saddles, which is one of the reasons why the battle saddle is so amazing. Now, don't get me wrong, the battle beefalo, the ornery beefalo is what it's called, is still amazing. And if you put a war saddle on it, it has like 66 damage. Or 67, something like that. It's really good. But the speed is weaker. And you have 2 actions in order to mount it. Which means you also have to be... Oh, interesting. You also have to be carrying twigs. You also have to be carrying twigs or grass. Or something edible, I guess. And that might not be in your inventory at the time of the fight. It's just one more thing you have to micromanage for just a little bit of damage increase. And realistically speaking, the purpose of a beefalo is not usually fighting. I mean, it can be, but it's not like it's the best. The beefalo's primary usage. Come on. Thank you. a beefalo's primary usage is its ability to run around and also tank. So there is that. You do want a beefalo to tank for you. Alright, we're gonna leave the axe behind. Inventory's starting to get a little full. It is unfortunate, but we are running significantly low on twigs. Oh, that rock is going to be a pain to get. Never have enough gold. Case in point. Oh, man, I really got to fix my tool thing at some point. Oh, that's not particularly pleasant. Okay. There we go. I can now see. Ish. Alright. So we're now storing some things in here. Yeah. There's not much to fiddle with. It's not particularly pleasant. Our current location, that is. I think the goal is to get to, like, a wormhole so we can go back to base. Or to explore and find one. Oh, I can give him some of these petals. That's useful. This is basically the last use of my saddle. Because I'll be at 20% durability after this thing is pulled off. And, I'm going to be taming the remainder of my beef using twigs. So, and basically just feeding it 3 of these things a day. Because I technically have 37 Twiggy Pies. Question, where is This wormhole is located right next to a map. Okay, yeah, no, I can do that. That's fine. Yeah, so basically, we're in the middle of winter. We got 15 days left. We're at 59%. Oh, that's interesting. I forgot about that. Autumn's a 20-day normal, and so is that. That's a 20-day normal as well. So I don't think we're behind because we have 40% left, and we've gotten 60% done. But regardless, this is where we're gonna call it. And when we come back, we're going to do winter along with exploration, taking out deer clops, prepping for Chester, and there was a couple other the deer. I gotta visit the deer by Pig King and Park or Beefalo because Beefalo's basically done. Like we're gonna do some traveling until we lose that saddle or we find something worth farming. But for now, that's it. Well, once this thing finishes loading. Oh, what do we get? Nothing.